in the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Throwing on first is Herbert. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Jackson looking to throw right away. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Working quickly here. First down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Running left out of the second down option. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Up to the races, middle of the field. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So the Ravens will try for two. Jackson throwing for it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Derwin James picks it. It's a foot race. At the 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for two does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Darius Davis to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Herbert again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Dobbins punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers making a 9-point advantage. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Deontay Hardy to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh, they're going option to the left side on second. And he's brought down for a loss. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Ravens are on the move here. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. The toss now to Henry. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now it's a deep shot back to the middle. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Herbert on 1st down. On target to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up. Herbert throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception.
Eat, baby.
Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the...
Good game.
To the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Still on the move, throwing down. This is caught.
This
Looks
it.
like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. Excellent
What happened again,
to move
though?
the chains, 36 yards in the end. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Play fake, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Lamar off to play fake. Escapes the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Here's Henry on the option. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Now here's Lamar. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Ravens gonna give it another go, trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Working quickly here. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert now off the play fake. Johnston brings it in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Herbert now, blitz coming. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Dobbins gets it off the option. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
They lucked you on that. That was a touchdown
That's it right
pass.
there.
But
That's
it's
the
whatever.
resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he won't salvage
And that was dumb.
It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He finds Aguilar. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jackson on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Play action, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. And again, it's Jackson. From the pocket, look. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a second...
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive
You gotta at least get a field goal.
Staring at a tough 4th down. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th. So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game, just over a minute to play. And no problem for the Chargers, they cover it up.
Oh, yeah!
Have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up to contact.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Dobbins. And that's just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11
I'm not
seconds
going to do
remaining.
prevent. I'm going to do the same play.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge...
They connect on the deep shot.
Good job.
He is in for the touchdown.
It's over.
Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. One final shot here. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. Broke through the
Thank you.
tackle. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
A 52-yard attempt.
Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D,
it
all
is-
of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.